Go. I should probably put webcam on.
What is up? I like how it was like, yeah, fuck yeah. That was kind of cool. I actually made it more
okay. I was like, why is my webcam not showing?
Oh, why? What's up?
No, okay. XSplit. So.
Okay, is it because XSplit's using it right now?
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm going through my own thing here, so hold on, let me see. I'm going to change something before we continue. Let me see. This might have automatically fixed it. But yeah, I wasn't even showing our Zoom things, but now we're good. Okay, boom. That was super simple. Yay! I found a new simple way to do that. People, what is up, guys? How you guys doing? It is the What Up Sun show day. So like the foolishness is in, I don't know. What's the word for that? When there's like not encumbrance. Yeah, encumbrance. Yeah, that's what it is.
What's up? You're learning bigger words now?
You barely were able to pronounce bigger right now. Like, what the fuck? How are you gonna fuck up in the middle of you trying to make fun of my fuck up? Come on now.
It's my charm.
Jesus Christ. But no, encumbrance is the word that I was looking for. I was actually going to you because I was like, oh, maybe you would know, but I guess I'm on the level of intelligence way up here, and you're like,
well, your ego is.
I don't know. I think we're equal in that. But anyways, Jen, how you doing?
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos? You're doing hot Cheetos? That's nice. I'm glad you're doing hot Cheetos. Hot Cheeto puffs are the best ever. I feel like the crunchy ones are not all that. They smell like farts, but after I start digging in and shit, then I start really fucking enjoying hot Cheetos. I don't know if this is the case for anybody in the chat, man, but at grocery stores, they're really not having stock of hot Cheetos anywhere. It's weird. It's is there a special thing going on with hot Cheetos, or is everyone just finally got the memo that shit was delicious? I don't know.
Everyone's having fucking stock issues and shit like that.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's every time I see stock issues, I end up getting upset. Oh man, it's going to be a fucking crisis where everyone's like, oh, there's another virus coming. Let's just fucking buy everything so we can't fucking have anything else. So I don't know. Gene, thank you for the subscription very, very much, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. But yeah, what should we call it?
Morales Thor.
Yeah. So what's going on with that?
Basically, I don't actually know anything really about it. I just saw the image of. I'm not really even sure why. I'm not sure if it was a cosplay or they're just doing a what if story or whatever the fuck. But they have Miles Morales as Thor, so all the Thor powers, but for Miles Morales. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's a alternate universe or if it's a cosplay or whatever the fuck. But it's causing a ruckus on there because traditionally white Nord Viking is being played by a black person, and the internet loves black people, as we know.
So recently, as well as appearing on his own continuing series, Miles Morales has had a series of What If specials, with Miles Morales reinvented as a series of other superheroes such as Wolverine, the Hulk, Captain America, and their own respective realities. Last week we got a What If Miles Morales was Thor, written by Mexican writer Yehudi Micardo. Let me see here. It says
That's so wild.
Yeah, I know his name is crazy. No.
No. Talk about the fucking idea of what if we just made this Spider-Man character Thor? Fucking why?
Well, let's be completely honest. If you're barely saying this now about why, or that's wild. It's they had Hulk turn into Wolverine. They have a She-Hulk show coming out soon. They got Miss fucking Marvel on episode 3.
Okay, but again, those Miss Marvel and She-Hulk. Well, She-Hulk, I have no fucking idea, but Miss Marvel, at least
we should get through this first before we get an argument.
Oh no, I just hate what ifs. I legitimately hate what ifs.
Okay, but it says with Miles Morales, still a Brooklyn inhabitant, but also the God of Thunder. Rather than going to Asgard, he has brought to Asgard to him. The comic remakes the rest of the Asgardians as Miles Morales' own family. Okay. His mother and father are Odin and Frigga, while it is an Uncle Aaron who is Loki in this reality. Or Loki in. Oh, they forgot to put space. Loki in.
No. Because so basically, but when I don't say bastardized Norse mythology, but when they made it more Americanized, they just call him Loki. But the actual full Norsean stuff has more to go to it.
Yeah. So Mauricio, I didn't know if that was the story that he was talking about with his friend, because apparently Oz sent it to Martin and he was like, no, this is really problematic. This is kind of an issue. I don't understand why it's problematic. I don't I understand it's kind of weird that you got Miles Morales. I think it's just stupid. I mean, not to bring it down to that level of intelligence where I'm like, oh, that dumb, that stupid, dumb. But it is dumb. But is this supposed to be offensive? Am I supposed to be offended?
I'm not sure because Marissa said something about it's very stereotypical. My guess is maybe just the writing isn't up to par. It's just to me, it's I've never liked what ifs.
It probably has to do with the fact a lot of black superheroes tend to get stuck with the electric powers.
Oh
yeah, actually, it just did. Yeah, Static Shock, and then
yeah, I don't know. No, Static Shock.
Lightning.
Black Lightning, and then I could have sworn there's like 2 other characters, and then wasn't there like a character in X-Men? Storm. Storm, she's black.
Oh
and
yeah,
she has
Storm. Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That is weird. Why is that a thing?
And if you listen very, very carefully, Raiden says the N-word when he goes.
No, he's not black. He's racist.
Oh,
There's a
and then Black
difference.
Adam. Black Adam has thunderbolts. The Rock when he's like. Bzz, I mean, I know he's not black.
He's technically Egyptian.
No, he's Samoan. Or you mean The Rock or
The
the
Rock
character?
is. I mean the character.
Oh, okay. See, this is where it gets ridiculous, man.
But
I can't be offended.
But it is weird though. That it's not necessarily offensive. It's more of just like, why is that such a coincidence? Like, why is every single like black? Because there are a lot of black heroes. There's Black Green Lantern. There's even one of Batman's sidekicks, Batwing is black as well. So it's like there are at least growing more and more where there's just different people of color being superheroes. It is just kind of wild how many of them are electric based. Like I don't know why. Like I can't think of a reason why.
Yeah, and just to put this out here, so I don't know much about any of the situation, but I know that Corey on the show literally said that it's like, hey, dude, I talked to him and he feels really bad about what he did. He even explained to Corey that like he was gonna do things in a certain way, and they just didn't. I guess it just didn't work that way or whatever. But like when you do what if stories, that's the kind of fun part of it, where it's like if you do something that is not conceived well or not like received well, you can just okay, that was dumb as fuck. Let's move on. So I really like. Is this one of those classic cases where it's just like nothing really, really happened horrible in the last 2 days? And people are like, go after that invasion of the dumb snatchers.
From the chat saying the everyone's wearing Tims and everyone talks very stereotypical. Which okay, I guess I get that. They have a black character that's doing the yo-yos and all that shit and wearing fucking Tims. And like okay, I can understand that. But I'm just stopping at the gate going. I think what ifs are mostly terrible. I think what ifs are cool bar time stories. Like, what if Spider-Man kept the suit on? Or what if Iron Man was in the 70s? That's the end of the fucking thing. Every fucking one of those comics is just, I don't know. It's either,
There's even issues, though, with even the Spider-Man Miles Morales, and we were like, it's not Puerto Rican enough. And it's like, well, if you do Puerto Rican shit, then you'll have this situation. So you'll make Puerto Ricans mad. But then it's like, man, I wish we had like a black Spider-Man thing or whatever. But like, you don't want it to be exactly like Peter Parker and he's just, a black guy. So he has to do something that's black. Maybe he listens to music. Like, did anyone get mad when like rap music was like a really good thing added to Spider-Verse? Like, there was a lot of great hip-hop artists on there. Was that like offensive? Like, you're being racist.
No,
Why is it
again,
hip-hop?
I mean, it's offensive that anyone thinks Post Malone's good and would sing a Post Malone song. But it's more of a situation of incorporating music, incorporating look and whatever into a culture is one thing. Is whether or not it becomes the entire character or whether or not it's just done for stereotype's sake. Like, for instance, let's say I'm doing a comic based on your life. I'm not going to sit there and start throwing fucking quesadillas everywhere. It's like, no, because that's not who you are as a person. Maybe you'll go eat there once in a while if you're rediscovering whatever the fucking storyline, you're rediscovering your culture or whatever the fuck. But a situation of how much is that part of the actual character? Because again, you bring up Spider-Verse. Besides, like, rap music isn't just like, oh, he just listened to rap music because he's a black Puerto Rican. It's like, no, that helps him calm down. So it becomes a part of the plot. Hey, calm the fuck down. Okay, listen to fucking music. It gets incorporated, very organically versus, oh, he's just doing that because of where he grew up.
By the way, okay, so keep in mind, people, I'm reading this as we're doing the show. So, like, if this is wrong or if this is like a joke or something, then my bad. And I guess you guys can't really see this too well anyways, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it says, straight out of Asgard. Thone boy? Really? Beta Ray Bill and Alien got a better hookup than Brother Miles. That can't be real. That cannot be real. That cannot be real.
Never mind. The internet's right for being mad on this one.
Yeah, Mauricio, is that real? I feel like I'm missing something because I'm an idiot when it comes to this shit.
Thank you for following us on Twitch.
Yeah, thank you, 95. Sorry. Appreciate that. They're saying Hobie Brown is Spider-Punk and managed to be respectful towards Hobie being black. What?
He's basically trying to say Spider-Punk was also a black Spider-Man, but it wasn't so much focused on stereotypes. It actually was respectful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's offensive.
That's what I mean. Like the internet, sometimes I think they go off. No, that what the fuck?
I mean, straight out of Asgard.
What the fuck was he rapping it to? Like in universes, like music notes everywhere.
Oh my god, that's really awful. Soldier Boy's like now he gets it.
It turns out Miles Morales as Thor co-founds NWA.
Yeah, apparently. Shit. Fucking A, dude. That's that's unbelievable. Yo, Ganja G-Funk, what's up? Straight out of Asgard, my brother. How you doing?
Man, That sounds some fuck you fresh shit.
So did you know that that's actually part of like a new comic book? Apparently that's like actually in this thing we're talking about, this Miles Morales thing. Apparently, you know, there's like the whole like, oh, like Miles Morales is Thor in this what if, you know, one note story that they're doing or one off. And yeah, dude, like apparently he's talking Ebonics and everything, so I don't know.
I love Mauricio's comment. He swings the hammer, the full exaggerated swagger.
Swagger of a black teen. Yeah.
No, I thought that was gonna end it.
I feel like that might be actual dialogue within the comic book the way this is going.
Oh, bro, GameSpot like is one of the worst reviewers. That's gonna go down in fucking history.
God, dude, the way he said, well, black team and the swagger of him, it's like, dude, you sound like you are a black dude just trying to act white right now. Like you
Nah,
sound
that's just the
like...
whitest motherfucker in the world. That motherfucker has glasses. I can hear his glasses.
Jesus, just saying, what's next? Guy run the block on X-Men's getting funky fresh kicks from Ghost Lowrider. Yeah, dude.
Wait, we're gonna go Crip X-Men and Blood Brotherhood of Mutants? Like...
Yeah, dude. That honestly, that's cringy as fuck.
No,
No, because it's still offensive. I'm not gonna try to do like, I don't know the guy, but like that is offensive.
Downplay that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, if not for that, the people that are not offended should still give him shit, because that was some of the worst fucking writing, and someone paid him to do that shit. Someone gave him money. That's ridiculous.
It's a situation where I've been increasingly mad, and I remember getting into an online argument in regards to the Dune movie, going, how is a movie that's based primarily in Eastern Arabian culture not have a single Arab in the movie? And it was fantasy, it's not based on real life, even though the author literally used the Arabian oil war as a reference to making Dune, but, you know, let's just ignore that. But my whole thing is that the whole fight for diversity wasn't to get Oscar Isaac in the lead role of a science fiction movie. It's to make sure that the right people get the right roles and the right ability to write there. Like, hey, I don't know who this writer is, and maybe he has a good pedigree of whatever the fuck, but it's like, maybe if they actually got a black writer or someone from Harlem or Brooklyn or wherever to actually write this, it probably would have came out a little bit better, or maybe better received, or at least just not as fucking like cringy. Like, this is like the fucking Malibu's Most Wanted level of dialogue.
Yeah, and keep in mind, people, like, I'm not fully sure if that's actually what's written in there, because that could have been a post from somebody, could have been making fun of it. So I don't want to, like, I want to plead ignorance right now, because I don't want to make anything worse for this guy, because I've had that happen, where I've, like, made a typo in a video on Double Toasted, and then people are like recently that made this really huge mistake. It's because these fucking headphones, because I was putting it down on my laptop, and I guess it fell, because the laptop MacBook thing has such a weak, like, swivel, that it went, boop, like the screen, and, so, and it was for Ray Liotta's death, because Ray Liotta just died, and we edited a video, and I made a perfect, like, article-style fucking description, tags perfect, everything cool, and then what happened is, when I left to the movie theater, the headset literally touched the number 4 on the MacBook, and it changed... 4? No, it's just 4 dot. Or not even dot. I don't think there's a dot because it didn't touch the dot. But yeah, then like people, like if you go on YouTube right now on Double Toasted's YouTube page, you can see the comments. People are saying, "Man, Ray Liotta was like my 4th favorite actor." Like just all these jokes, and then someone's like, "Man, what kind of a fucking idiot wrote this? What kind of a dumb fuck, stupid fuck, editor who did this?" I'm like, guys, I wasn't even at the house. The fucking thing did it by its fucking self. I don't know what to tell you. Why would I go through all the work of putting all this shit together? So it's just kind of like, I almost sympathize with this fucking moron, because maybe he had like a black friend who was like, "No, everything you do is great, just as long as you keep me around, cool." And
no,
he's like, "All right."
Mauricio pointed out it went through editors, to which I go, white editors, because not like they give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, hey, Miles Morales, he's hot, who gives a shit? Oh, Thor, cool, whatever the fuck. We've got to keep talking about Thor because that new Thor movie's coming out. Get him in the news, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's probably one of those things of like, well, you know what? It's bad, but we're gonna get talked about in Thor: Love and Thunder's coming out.
Oh no, they're probably like, oh, that's fine. That's how they talk. They probably were just like, this is totally fine. Again, it's a bunch of like 65-year-old white editors, going like, okay, it's fine, whatever. Who gives a shit, dude? By the way, the idea that editors is like actually like do their jobs, like there are people that obviously do jobs at lower the level. The high up people that like allow this shit to go through do not do their jobs, especially in the comic book industry. The comic book industry has literally had stories where the highest editors, like the highest people of that basically approve when a comic book goes out, do not look at the fucking comics. They just go, whatever, it's done, who gives a shit. The infamous story of Batman's dick being drawn in one of the fucking issues was out for weeks before anyone said anything. Literally, just someone straight up just drew Shaft and everything, and then it got up to them going, oh my fucking god, so I had to re-fucking issue the goddamn comic. My favorite fucking story in comic book history was the Power Girl issues. Basically, Power Girl was always a situation where she was wearing skimpy outfits and large breasts. The comic book artist basically kept drawing her breasts bigger and bigger every issue until someone told him to stop. Went on for months.
I swear to God, dude.
Like, this shit happens when people stop giving a fuck. Like, you have the direct people where it's like, yo, you can't do this, but probably like, hey, I bet I can get away with this. Eventually it gets up to DC, but if you're making money, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. Now I don't know what to even fucking think about this stuff anymore. Cause like you know more about this stuff than I do, especially behind the scenes stuff. But I'm just kind of like, whatever. So I don't even give a shit. But it's just kind of like, yeah, dude. Like this needs to stop. But especially like when they put these, and they're not even what if stories. They're actually kind of canon. But they have these things where like they have these characters. Like I said earlier, the Hulk, Wolverine. I think they gave him a name too, like Wolverhulk or Hulkerine or something. I was like, what the fuck? So it's like, dude, like just tell your stories and make them somewhat surface level and build and let us know about the character. Don't be all blah, 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 put them all together and fucking there you go.
It's a difficult situation where manga/anime doesn't have this issue outside of a few outliers, where comics have been going around for like almost 70 fucking years, and some characters have been around for just as long. Like, it's a situation where it's like, trust me, I love Batman more than fucking anything. I have like fucking 6 Batman comics right behind me, but like, it's a time to essentially put the character to rest and let other characters develop, because you've told so many Batman stories, you can't really, like, it's hard for you to tell different Batman stories unless you get like really fucking good people like Nolan or Matt Reeves to really dissect the character. But it's getting to the point where it's like, you can tell a Nightwing story, you can tell a Batgirl story, you could tell Jonathan Kent's story, Superman's son, or Kal-El. You could tell different stories of that, but the characters have been around. Like, Superman started this whole thing, but like, as much as I want to see a better live action Superman, because for fuck's sake, it'd be nice to have one in the last fucking decade. The stories have been told for 70 fucking years, but in the comics, it's like, well, fuck, we just have to start just kind of doing crazy bullshit. That's why what ifs were always so popular, because it gave them a chance to play around with the mythos without committing to it.
Ganja, is there a what if that you would ever want to see happen, like a Miles Morales thing or a Spider-Man thing, or just anybody really? Like,
zombies, hands down, Marvel zombies. I'm so hyped for that.
Oh, they already did it.
No, in terms of like actually doing it in the cinematic universe.
Oh man, that comic sucked and that episode sucked.
And your opinions suck. So I hope.
I mean, so do yours, but you're still talking.
But you say things don't happen; they tend to happen. So I have faith now.
I never said it's gonna happen. I said it shouldn't.
Well, big farts. No, dude. Like, I'm kind of with you in there. Like, I would like to see Marvel zombies, but I don't want to see Marvel like current
Current
is
Marvel
Disney
with
gonna
zombies.
No, I want to see like Disney Marvel with zombies. Like I want like the production quality of everything being put into it that Marvel has. But if it's like some PG-13 zombies where it's like, and there's no blood in me really, and there's no brains, like, fuck off.
I mean, I think you can get away with it. My issue with the Marvel Zombies episode, it wasn't actually the lack of luck. It's me. I'm okay with that. It was more of the jokes that they had were very, very I guess inappropriate is the only word I can come out with. Like for instance, one of the characters gets bitten, turns into a zombie, and then Wasp does the Ant-Man thing, murders the shit out of her. And they make a joke about it, not like their friend was alive 2 seconds ago. Oh my god, you got her on me. Oh, the kid has Purell. I'm like, a person just died right in front of you. I have a little.
But you can't have them. Unfortunately, and this is why I don't like Marvel, Disney, whatever the fuck right now. It's like, if this was DC doing it, they probably would have reacted the way they're supposed to. Like, oh no, fucking shit, whatever.
Sadness and
but it's
realness,
like, yeah. But like, oh shit, I broke this. This is a chip bag clip. I had this on my apple slices. And I was just fucking with it because I do what you do, by the way. I never like say that I do the same thing you do, but like I fiddle with shit.
I literally am playing with a USB right now.
Yeah. I'm playing with my dick. No. Anyways, no, because that would broke.
Hey, that's my line.
Well, it explains why he needed a clip for it.
Yeah. Huh?
You like pain.
That's so fucking stupid. That was awful.
Right.
That was dumb.
So was your dick.
Okay. Thank you. I got a dumb dick. He gets lost when he's trying to get into the thing. Shunji saying, who's hosting this? I am the host, but we're all hosts. But like, I think.
You know what? Yes.
Well, because I think this too. I think like, shut the fuck up, Corey.
You're about to find out right now.
The motherfucker is called.
I'll be right back. But talk to Ganja. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah. To answer the question, Shunji, Nick is the main host, and the rest of us are helping co-host the show, and we interchange as need be. But we're basically kind of work together.
Co-host, we're all main host. What the fuck you talking about?
Man, it's a dude. Fucking semantics, motherfucker.
Not semantics. It's true. You gotta specify this shit. Not people get their heads
fuck
big.
We don't.
Yeah, we do.
We're all in this together. As Ganja clearly wants to whip his dick out.
With my dick, I've been here for 6 years, bitch. Ain't got paid a dime. Just gotta watch shitty movies with y'all all the time.
Oh yeah, which we're gonna review that. Oh, there you go. Next time.
Yeah, I'm back. He was like, we're gonna review that as soon as Nick is done doing whatever Corey just randomly throws at him.
Shit, it's getting to the point now that I gotta review movies I've already watched. Deja vu and shit.
But what you call it? Like these are adults. Yeah, we're not really.
Legally, yes.
Yeah. Legally.
Arbitrarily because we passed.
That's still
legally adult.
I can't help but make it like it sounded a little weird. I know you didn't mean it weird, but it's like.
No, I meant it weird.
Oh. But people, time to get into the reviews and everything. This should be kind of short, I guess, maybe, but who knows? Maybe we'll have an argument or something. It'll be a long thing.
I fucking doubt it.
But this was a bit bounty that was given to us by Gene Jeter. And I'm gonna actually pull up my thing really quick. I want to see something really quick. There it is. Okay. So this is my spiel that I always do every single show, so you guys know what to do if you guys want to make us review some movies. If you want to put a bounty on the head of a movie for us to review, you can do so by sharing 500 bits in the chat for a movie, or 1,500 for a 22-episode or less version of a TV series, cartoon, anime, limited series, or whatever you do so please. Now, I gotta tell you, dude, I don't remember which stream that we were on. I think it was Breakfast at Tiffany's, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we were doing that, and we're talking about Audrey Hepburn, or Audrey Hepburn. I'm gonna fuck that up a lot.
I've been calling her Aubrey Hepburn my entire life.
Yeah, but I never even heard her name before. I've known lots of Aubreys in my life.
No. You know what it is? I also do that same thing with Aubrey Plaza. I don't know her fucking name.
Yeah, I make the same mistake. That's weird. Like, fuck those names. Like, they should all change their names, just for me.
We just need to get better.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck changing and growing as an individual. Fuck that.
That's not her thing. But no, the thing is, maybe she was known for playing roles that were fucking insane or something. Because she was actually a little crazy already in Breakfast at Tiffany's. But this girl in real life had issues in her fucking like family and childhood, had to deal with experiences during World War II, and then all of a sudden, like, there's a lot of like, because I went on her Wikipedia, and there's like a lot of stuff that's kind of like cut out, and it's just like, and then she was an actor, and I was like, what the like. If we do like a biopic of this girl, like, you guys need to get some fucking information. Like,
and then she committed war crimes in
yeah, right?
Normandy Beach.
It's like World War II, and then she's a great actress. I was like, what the hell?
She's credited with taking Vimy Ridge. What?
Yeah, but she won a Tony Award, Golden Globes, and BAFTAs, and I forgot about BAFTAs. I don't even know what the fuck that stands for. But the latter of
actors, something.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. That makes sense. But with a lot of the mentions there, as far as the awards versus like the tragedy. Most of those are actually won with this movie, and I keep forgetting what the movie's called. Wait Until Dark, I believe. Hopefully I didn't fuck that up. But yeah, it came out back in 1967. And for those of you who don't know, the movie is a thriller. So I don't know what I was expecting, because that Warner Brothers thing comes up, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a love story or some dumb shit. Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm going to ask you first, Alan, what did you expect out of this? What do you think we're going to be watching?
I had no fucking idea, but I did not think I'd be watching a prequel to Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
because I was like, I don't know why I was like, where's the corridors? Where's the fucking... Like,
I mean, there's some corridor. It's a small house, so it's a corridor kind of thing. But I honestly just had no fucking idea, because it's like, this is the second Audrey Hepburn movie I've watched, and I don't know why. I really can't explain it, but I like watching her on screen. I think she's fantastic. I think she's able to.
In other words, he thinks she's hot. That's what it is.
Not even that.
She is pretty.
She's incredibly pretty, but it's one of those things where it's like, why do I recognize that voice? Oh, it is Audrey Hepburn. She just has this weird cadence that I don't know why. I just want to listen to every word she says. I can't explain it, but every time she talks, I'm like, just keep going. I don't fucking know why. You have a very soothing voice. And that's where you kind of go.
Oh, keep going. Easy, big fella.
Why do you always make me so fucking weird?
We know what
you were doing during the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna ask you, what did you expect out of this movie? It's called Wait Until Dark. It's a fucking 60s movie. I mean, I'm gonna hope that you weren't expecting a musical, Jet.
Honestly, I was nighttime, I guess. Like I didn't look up like a description of this movie. It's just like, Wait Until Dark. Oh man, it's gonna have some monsters in it or some shit.
Was there excitement in that particular reception? Like, oh, I'm curious to see what a 60s monster looks like. It's probably gonna be shitty. Like,
then that'd be one of those like those B movie horrors. Then I probably would have been more excited.
Yeah. Oh, don't bid bounty this. Fucking please, God, do not bid bounty this. But
no,
like,
don't say it. Don't say it then.
No, but like, because I'm not gonna name a particular movie, but it's like these guys might go like, oh, actually, I know which one it is. Let me just go ahead and
don't say the movie, man. You know the rules.
But there's a lot of movies from the 50s when there was a war that happened, and all of a sudden, all these movies happen where it was like, and I'm about to, oh shit, Bittersweet's back. Thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate that. But yeah, dude, there was a lot of movies from back then, right before this, that had a lot of like big, like disgusting, like monster versions of like things that are small or just something that's regular. So it's like I can kind of see where Jed's coming from, where it's like, maybe this could have been like a big ant movie or a big spider movie or a big bat movie or some weird shit. Instead, it's just a deaf girl. You know, but they handled it pretty well, because here's the thing: this movie was actually directed by Terrence Young, who also worked on Dr. No, which I believe is a 007 movie, and the original No Time to Die. I didn't know there was 2 No Time to Dies. You know
they have a tendency sometimes. It's only happened maybe like once or twice. I think there's also another Casino Royale where they're not remakes of each other; they just took the name.
Yeah. But you know, because it's the same franchise, it being 007 and everything, I feel like okay, well maybe they're somewhat connected. But Ganja, do you have any memories? And I mean, I know like this is just me calling on you because I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if you watched the movie or whatever. But like, I am curious.
I haven't watched this shit at all, sir.
But I'm curious. Is there any like actresses or actors from the 60s or 70s, like someone like really old, that you kind of like? I know them, and like I would watch shit that they're in.
There's not that many people that I actually like from that era, and the ones that have become horrible racists, so I wouldn't mention them anyways. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
We all knew where that was.
So I got a list like that.
Yeah, because I don't really either. I fucking hate old acting. Like oh, dude, this is like the most modern example of this old shit. The first Nightmare on Elm Street. That I hate that fucking mom, dude. The way she's like, the doors are locked. Oh, Nancy can't go out.
Bro, again, there's
like,
only 3 ways for women to talk in the fucking 60s and 70s, man.
Yeah,
there's
and they had to do it after the man's
talk.
like, don't you dare go out the kitchen, woman. Oh, I'm sorry, mister.
People talk with their hands a lot.
Yeah, dude, and then always like fucking out of breath and shit. Every girl, they need to check the women's oxygen levels in the fucking movies back in the day.
Dude, it's the corsets, man. It really cuts off.
Yeah, right? And all that shit buttoned up. Like, please help me. I need help with the candle.
They take it off.
Yeah, I know, right? And then when he has sex, he just lay back. He's like, this is not weird at all. But yeah, dude, I fucking hate that acting. And she was kind of doing that in this movie too. We'll get into the plot and everything, but it's like, yeah, this movie essentially centers around this fucking doll. And you're probably thinking like, oh, okay, well, you know, is this Chucky or Annabelle show, whatever? No, this is some Tony Montana shit, if anything. But it's not, you know, crack cocaine in the doll.
I mean, you say that. There's a dude in this movie that looks just like fucking Tony Montana.
He actually looks like the original Scarface, the one who Tony Montana's trying to be. Yeah, it's weird.
It's wild.
And they even talk like, oh, see, or like, we'll get into all that fucking shit. They're not that bad, but they're a little like, it's like I'm watching The Honeymooners but colorized. It was fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Now, granted, like, yeah, like, you know, my reference to Tony Montana is probably wrong because this is not crack cocaine or anything like that. It's heroin that's located inside the doll. But a woman named Lisa takes a flight from Montreal to New York smuggling these bags of heroin. And I actually like stuff like that. There's a show I watched that's on National Geographic called How to Catch a Smuggler. So I love that shit. They barely spend any time doing that, and it's a very nerve-wracking thing. And this movie really fucked up not emphasizing that, because that would have been a really, really cool concept. But, like, it's like, oh, well, we got to get to our blind lady, so fuck that, you know. But anyways, she is starting to get, like, kind of like, not chased, but, you know, stalked by these fucking other guys. Forgot the name, Harry, Mike, and some other people. And essentially, Carlino, that's a guy, Carlino. But yeah, like, you know, she finds out, like, okay, like, they're gonna know that I had this shit. So she kind of hot potatoes the fucking doll to this dude named Sam Hendricks.
Sam Hendricks, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, days later, you know, these guys, Mark, Lino, and Harry, arrive at the apartment of Sam and his wife, Susie. And Susie, she's blind, and that's where the movie actually is about. It's about her. Now, after they discover, you know, the 3 bad guys, they actually discover, like, Lisa's body or whatever. And Harry ends up blackmailing them and to essentially helping them, like, dispose of the body and then also get the doll. Meanwhile, Sam is continuously, and this is the first thing I want to really, really talk about and focus on. I fucking hated the way he treated Susie in that fucking house. Like, just
constantly. For the 5 minutes he's in the movie.
Yeah, but, like, dude, was that, like, that's abuse, right? Like, Jed, I'm going to get your opinion on that. You know, like, were you kind of off-put at all about how... I understand what he was doing is trying to build her independence, but was that not fucking ridiculous, Jed?
For how it is today, like, yeah, we would see that as kind of like, man, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But back then, I guess it just kind of like... I guess it was a lot more normal, and he comes off as basically caring, whatever. Like, yeah, you need your independence, even though you can't see shit. Oh, yeah, just get the girl who lives upstairs to help you out, blah, 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 blah. And literally no other help.
Okay, your opinion on... Jet, your opinion on Gloria, by the way, the little girl that helps, because ooh, I choked that little bitch. Like, fucking.
I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm with you, Nick. Like, fuck
Yeah.
you.
But Jet, your opinion on her.
At first, I absolutely thought she was just like a little menace. Like, damn,
Yes.
this woman can't fucking see you're throwing shit. Like, I would have used every strength in my blind ass body to fucking attempt to kick you in the throat.
Yeah. I fucking hate her. Alan.
You going to you and Chuck. Like, look, man, we always have this discovery. Oh, kids, yeah, whatever. When this person is blind and you're trashing their apartment, I never forgave her.
Yeah, dude.
I don't give a fuck about the rest of this movie. Fuck you, you're a bitch.
It was frustrating, dude. And like the thing is, like you would think, because like later on she becomes very, very helpful and everything. But I couldn't help but think like there's some way you're gonna fuck this up more because you're nothing but an obstacle for this woman's life, and all her life is obstacles. I can't see where the fuck I'm going. Like, does it get more like full of obstacles than that? It's fucking insane.
I actually really enjoyed how they introduced it because they don't have a situation going, honey, you're blind, I have to help you. She's just kind of walking around, and my first thought is she blind because she's not blinking and she's not looking properly. I was like, okay, no, that's not it. And then I mentioned like, oh, they actually showcase it really well that she basically, they give her the eye contact, which blind just means you're fucking like the way they show it in Hollywood is blind just means your fucking contacts are goddamn great. But like the way she's actually like doing stuff, like sometimes she's kind of looking in the general direction. But they basically, like, at first, like, oh, I could tell she was blind before they said it. I just was waiting for the confirmation.
See, I didn't. And the thing that's crazy to me is, like, I kept seeing little things where I was like, that's weird. Like, when they kissed, like, she was like, bye, Mike. Or not Mike, Sam. And by the way, Mike and Sam look the same.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because Sam and Mike, I legitimately, dude, they are the same guy.
Dude, when they're on the phone outside, I was like, oh, shit, Sam's in on it. No, he's not. I can't tell what's going on.
Square jawed, older individual with
he looks like the dad from Leave It to Beaver.
They both look identical to the extent where I have to keep going back and see what other different people. Like they honestly look like older versions of each other. Like you go through them, like this is the problem with the 60s. All women had 3 hairstyles and 2 voices, and all guys had 1 hairstyle. You were either balding or you had short hair.
yeah, exactly. And your balding has to go to your job. Like, if you're like a person who works in an office or he works with like money or something, you gotta be that guy that's like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure that I'm really stressed so I lose all my fucking hair and I can be that grumpy guy. Too. Yeah, you gotta be fat and you gotta be small. You gotta be a little bit small, not too small, but
And the more wealthy you are, the taller you are, and the cleaner your cut is.
And so problematic about this is essentially the assholes writing the shit, because what they do is I think they find these people and it's like, man, this person seems like a guy who would be losing his hair. We're gonna pick him, and that just became a thing for all these movies where it's not like I don't think there's really that many old balding guys out there that have that kind of job. So it's not even based on a real stereotype. It's just like we gotta make sure that that's nothing about him that we like. Like we gotta make sure to force everyone to like that main guy or that main girl. Like, if you look at Audrey Hepburn, same thing with, like, Breakfast at Tiffany's. She's not even dressed so much or makeup or whatever where she's, like, super sexy. She's just the perfect amount of, like, cute and innocent and homely and, you know what I mean? Like,
girl next door type situation.
And it's almost like the movie's trying so hard to make me like her or relate to her or be sorry for her that I'm almost like, you know what? I think I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't think I like her so much. You know what I mean?
I was fine with it, but it is a situation where it's like you see how the movie and media influences society, where now we assume anybody that's balding is super stressed, or we assume anyone that's fat and balding at a job means they're probably corrupt or an asshole or a cheater, or anyone in a prim proper suit is successful. We saw movies that were doing that, because the reason movies did that is because once you're able to kind of get a lot of these catchy tells, good hair, good suit, or for a woman, depending on how she's dressed or whatever, you're able to convey a lot of stuff to the audience without having to sit there and be like, he's successful. It's like, well, no, he's wearing a suit. Suit means successful. You show him at a business, you show him doing well, that means people equate a suit with success. It's a way to kind of invoke. That's why tropes are so popular. That's why so many tropes will never die in movies, because it's a quick way to get a lot of information out to the audience without having to stop the movie.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing where I'm kind of like left at with this review, essentially, because we kind of talked about Gloria. You know, we didn't talk too much about the 3 bad guys, but we can kind of do that right now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of this movie, not to say there's nothing here, because there is a lot here. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of things I like about the movie. I did not think that this is going to be as good as it actually was, which I think is pretty cool. But my issue with the movie, as far as a reviewer goes, is just I would have to like reveal every single thing that leaves you guys without a movie to watch. if I actually talk about it more. I'm not trying to be lazy. I'm not trying to speed up any kind of review thing.
And I know this movie's like 65 years old, but like, maybe one day you want to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the thing is like this movie lives and dies by its not necessarily twists, but its ending. So I don't want to like ruin that or anything. I will give my opinion on it, but surprisingly enough, man, I'm gonna have one more topic here, and then we're gonna get into our ratings. But like, I gotta get your opinion, Jet, on this. Those bad guys, did you find them threatening at all?
To be honest, two of them I didn't. One of them I did, because it's mostly just kind of like as you can see in the beginning of the movie, like they're kind of dragged into it, and they're kind of just doing it because just like they don't really have any other choice.
Yeah.
So they didn't really come off as threatening to me. The other guy definitely did.
Yeah, Roach or something, but his name's first name Harry.
Yeah, Mr. Road or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, his first name's Harry, and he becomes super villainous towards the end. But the thing is like I was kind of scared of Carlino, and now I'm gonna forget their fucking names. But like, there's another dude in there. I believe it is Carlino.
It's Carlino. You got it right.
Yeah, and he seemed very much like he's almost like reluctant in his shit. You know what I mean? Like he seemed to be like, oh, like I'm fucking like get the fucking dog, god damn it, bitch, like what the fuck. And then Mike, he almost has a redemption arc. Like at the end, he's kind of like, sweetie, like you gotta give me this doll. Like I am trying my best to not strangle your fucking blind ass, like like just fucking whatever. To the point where like these guys had their own side story that they're kind of victims. But what do you think about that, Al?
Yeah, to some degree. I think they kept calling him a sergeant. So I don't know if he was military or a police officer. I don't know if they were cops or not. But they definitely impersonated enough of the police. But yeah, to me, it's like they were just kind of like. Honestly, this feels like when did Home Alone come out?
1992. Dude, I'm so glad you even brought that up. This movie is so much
Home Alone shit.
Yes, so much. And I was like, I don't want to say it out loud because I feel like that'd be a stupid thing to say. But like,
wait for me to say it.
Yo, hell yes. but now I know it's not stupid because we both thought that. I feel like Home Alone was borrowing a lot from this. Because a lot of things that came out in the 90s borrowed from this. Yeah. Like, King of Queens actually has an episode that's literally this. Like, this whole movie. Like, where Carrie Hepburn and Leah Remini, she's blind because he gives her, like, cheap surgery or something. And then he's always, like, her dad is super, super mean about it. Jerry Stiller. He's just like, no, do not give her coffee. She needs to do this shit by herself because, it's like, it's all literal references from this movie, which I found out today, which is so crazy. So thank you, Gene, for this, because now I have context for one of my favorite episodes of King of Queens. But the thing is, though, it's like with those guys, they're very bumbling, almost like not bumbling, but just kind of like scatterbrained, like those guys on Home Alone.
They're not sure how to deal with her, and they want to get this done quickly. So they weren't necessarily incompetent like these guys in Home Alone, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're threatening. It was more just interesting, kind of seeing, what exactly their deal was or how they were going to deal with that. And honestly, one of my favorite things is that safe. Like, one of the things that I hate about movies nowadays is that everything that gets brought up has to immediately be used and solved within a movie because apparently some sort of writer's rule, if you bring something up, you have to deal with it immediately.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like they bring up several things in this movie that never really get brought up again. And I really enjoy that because that's just how shit works. And
that's how life, yeah.
Yeah, we're only in this world for an hour, 40 minutes. It's under 2 hours, and you're not going to get every answer to the fucking question. There are two people that show up in this movie that I legitimately have no idea what exactly their deal was, and they never got brought back up again. Yeah, and I'm like, I like that because
it adds unpredictability because you're like, well, are they going to show up to save her at the end? Are they part of it, or are they going to be victims too? It makes everything better.
Like I'll say this: there's a safe in this movie that never gets opened, and I'm like, good. Like it reminds me of Pulp Fiction where they, hey, we have it good, and they never show you what's in the briefcase. Ark of the Covenant or whatever the fuck's in there. But like, yeah, I like that shit because like I'm so sick of like I don't want to necessarily point on Marvel movies, but like something that always pissed me off about Infinity War was Gamora having a knife that she never talks about and never brought it prior. I'm like, you've had this knife. You apparently have had this knife since Thanos gave it to you as a kid, but you never brought it up in the two Guardians movie prior. Like, what? Like, I wouldn't mind if they brought it up and just didn't talk about it in that movie, and then you get the answer later on. Like, we're never getting a sequel to this, obviously. I don't think so, anyway.
Well, Guardians, maybe, right? Like, maybe Chris Pratt finds something out about her knife, whatever. Like, she left it back in Guardians 3 or something, like...
Well, I meant, like, we already got it explained in Infinity War. I wish they brought it up in the other Guardians movie.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but as far as I was gonna say Breakfast at Tiffany too. Fucking Wait Till Dark. Like we're never gonna see this movie, so we're never gonna know what's outside the safe. And there's probably nothing in that safe. But the fact that there's something in this world that we don't know, I found again very appealing because I'm so used to movies nowadays having to explain every little fucking detail. I'm supposed to just leave it for the world. Like there are things that happen that not necessarily don't get explained, but like don't always have to go down every single fucking rabbit hole. That's one of my issues with Star Wars right now, where it's like that character tripped on a rock, so here's the Disney Plus series for that rock.
Yeah, that might happen at some point. They might even do a show called Tatooine. You just see random stories happening in Tatooine, which I actually probably be okay
that
with.
Could be fine.
Yeah, yeah, I can actually be okay with that. But like at the same time, it's like it's starting to become a joke to the point where it's like everything's so connected and so like you can't even sneeze without it turning into a fucking storyline. So I don't know. But wrapping things up here or whatever, I just want to say very very quickly that like this was very good for what I was expecting. And for a 1967 movie, I thought the acting was actually pretty good. They weren't acting so bad where I was like, oh, that's fucking bullshit, or like, I hate when they act like this. It wasn't even like that. I do think they should have used Sam more. I really did not give a fuck about him. I kind of wanted to come back to
I forgot he's in
shit.
the movie.
Yeah, but like that was kind of like, wow, he's a very important character, and you barely brought up anything with that. And also, it's like, I wish you would have left the house at some point. I don't know why, but just being stuck in that room made me feel uncomfortable, or just almost like bored. It's on purpose, but like when you're watching a movie, sometimes like I think I have ADD, to be honest, and 100%. I'm like fucking with my phone or something. I'm just like blah blah blah, and I'm not even paying attention for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt right now. Like you should check the after hours chat real quick
on
Facebook.
Damn it!
Oh, okay.
I hate you, Kirk. I hate you so goddamn much, Kirk.
Let me see. I had to take it off of this first. Let me see. Let me see.
Guy does more photoshops than Jet. He's not even popping the chat.
Well, no, you know he's watching though. If he's able to,
that's
make
a problem.
Like
he's watching, but he's not around. Like fucking being stalked by Batman with Photoshop skills.
Facebook is the worst app of all of them, by the way. I can never get this shit to work.
It's pretty bad. It's bad on computer. On mobile, it's not bad.
Which one? Oh, okay. I was looking at the one that was made for Ezra Miller, but check this out, y'all. Wait until dark. Alan on the top. That's such an unfortunate photo.
Yeah. That's like the same photo used for every goddamn one. Then again, I haven't updated my look in a while.
I'll just peek out the corner.
That's me in the corner.
I love these photoshops, man.
I hate them.
Great. These are actually pretty awesome. But yeah, dude, thank you for letting me know about that. By the way, that just made me realize how shitty this official movie poster is. Like, let me pull bad. Yeah, goddamn, what's up with you, Expert? Let me fucking, can you mook it? I clicked on you like fucking 10 seconds ago. There you go, Jesus Christ. But yeah, dude, like, why is there two of her heads?
By the way, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, it literally is. Literally,
that'd be the equivalent, bro. The equivalent for this for Infinity War would be Thor with like the fucking Stormbreaker in Thanos' chest.
Yeah,
like that's the poster of the movie.
It really is. But like, why do they have two? Like, is there like a like? Was that a mistake?
Bro, this was this is posters where I don't fucking know. This is the 60s, man. It could have been. I don't think it was a mistake because it's probably everywhere, but they just thought it was stylized. I don't know.
Yeah, but either way, man, I am going to say that this was a 3 out of 5. It's definitely above average. Probably one of my favorite things that Gene's actually showed us, to be honest. I'm surprised I'm saying that. Gave me more of an appreciation for Audrey Hepburn. Probably the Tiffany, she was just kind of like crazy, and she had energy. And she's, I mean, when it comes to like I'm a guy and I'm watching anything with a girl, if she's cute or good looking or sexy or whatever, I'm going to get like a little bit of an extra point on whatever she's doing. However, it's like to see someone do the blind thing and yet not get too stupid with it, but not be super duper accurate. It's like I'm not gonna kiss her ass, but it was all right. It's fine. Jet, I'm gonna ask you, what would you rate this, and any closing comments that you would like to make about the movie?
I was kind of debating because it's just the movie did feel kind of long, but then I just like, oh wait, it kept messing up for us. Like then I guess made it feel longer. It's like it felt like we've been trying to watch this movie for like 2 hours.
No, it was literally 2 hours and 20 minutes. I even put a time thingy on my phone because I was like, okay, I only got this much time to watch this movie, and it was 2 hours and 20. But the movie itself was like an hour and 40.
Yeah, so I just like before I was gonna give it like a 2.5 because it's like, damn, that's long as fuck. But then I realized, oh, wait, that's not even the movie's fault. That's our fault.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give that 0.5 back. But yeah, like I feel like it was actually done pretty well because I usually don't prefer movies like this. Like they tend to get boring after a while, but after like the halfway mark, it actually does start picking up and everything. It's like, okay, how the fuck is she gonna get out of this? How is this character gonna actually fit into all this? And then when it gets to the ending, it's kind of like, oh, okay, they're really going all out with it. I actually do enjoy the route they took with it. Although there is a certain part near after the halfway point where I'm just kind of like, you kind of made this whole thing way more complicated, and this movie could have been over way sooner, and you could have actually saved some people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what that is, but just like, you made things a lot more complicated. But I'm just like, I can't get too mad at her. She was scared, and I probably wouldn't do the same thing if I was in that situation. But whatever, she was scared. She can't see. Whatever. But yeah, I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. I'm glad. And before we get into Alan's thing, I just want to say one thing that made me not give this a 3.5 out of 5. And I meant to bring it up earlier, and I know a way to not spoil what happens. Not any more than a fucking poster does. But they do some WWE ass shit where he's crawling after her. Not gonna say why. And he's like, and he stands up and he's like, oh, jeez, I'm gonna grab. Oh,
hey man, you gotta do some extra bullshit, man. This is the '60s.
This like it was like one of those bad infomercials. Like, don't you hate it when you have your PS5 controller and you're like, you're just trying to play your game? Oh, whoops. Well, fuck,
man.
Shit,
nothing's harder
God.
than being a white person in an infomercial.
What you need is a bag to play with your PS5 controller. Bleh. Like, the fuck was that stupid ass shit? Dumb.
Someone in the
Anyways.
chat's like, I forgot she was blind. I heard this is movie similar to Don't Breathe. It's like Don't Breathe, and Don't Breathe didn't suck.
It pretty much, yeah. So that's why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5, because holy fuck was that stupid at the end. That shit lasted literally like 2 minutes long of this dude 2 inches. Like, ooh.
The man, look, man, the man was on the verge.
God damn. What would you rate this movie?
I don't know. I guess it is a 3.5. I love the movies that are set in one room. I think they're called bottle films, but it's my favorite thing in the world, seeing a movie set in one room, because I'm like, how much can you get out of one room? A fucking lot. Entire lifetime can have, because this movie's like take place over like maybe like 6 hours. You know,
Yeah,
it's not really time, but it's basically like half a day. But just seeing how and she does Audrey Hepburn does a really good job of like being a blind person and just utilizing that. And I kind of was like, I literally was like, as soon as I was like, oh, she's Daredevil, haha, she's probably not gonna fight anything. And then the lights go off, like, oh, she's straight up doing some Daredevil bullshit. But like, it's not like to the same level where it's like, oh, you know, he's able to still find a way to deal with her. Like, he's not like suddenly he's super weak now. It's like, and she's super strong in the dark. It's like, no, she still has her limitations. He's still able to do some stuff. So it became just interesting of like what was going to happen next. Like, was she going to get out? Was he going to win? It kept going. But that's like, you know, more the end of the movie. Everything led up to it, I'm just kind of like, I was just sitting back. It's like watching an episode of a random crime drama. I'm like, just keep going, you know. Watching people just act like a stage play to me was just very interesting, and just anything Audrey Hepburn does, like, this is the second time I've watched a movie with her, and just watching her, I liked watching her. I almost want to watch more of her shit, just see if I continue liking her pedigree of acting. But I love the hell out of this movie, and I'm glad I watched it, because I watched this. I was gonna watch this to play a video game, but like halfway through, I'm like, shit, this is good. Mainstream,
yeah, right.
Like, watch it. Yeah,
I was like,
I didn't watch this at regular time because I'm like, no, this is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, but that being said, though, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I was gonna have him do some reviews for Ms. Marvel, but we're gonna do that for tomorrow. Yeah. Because it's late, man. It's fucking 10:15, and for you, Alan, it's 11:15. So holy shit. That being said, though, guys, thank you very much for watching everything too. We got some more bit bounties tomorrow. It's gonna be one more movie that's a bit bounty, and then Ms. Marvel, and then probably some topics. So I'm gonna try to bring up a couple things. For one, I'm gonna warn you guys. I'm gonna bring in Freddy Krueger tomorrow. So be ready for that shit. I gotta bring him my boy, my man. Blumhouse might be buying the rights for Nightmare on Elm Street, man.
Oh man.
Oh dude, you know I'll fucking cry if the trailer comes out like in 6 months. I'll literally be on the stream. I'll be like, fucking Freddy Krueger's back, man.
And then it's okay. You can come into my arms. I'll hold you.
What? Get off me!
Look at this way. There's a 50% chance. I'll just be rubbing your head. It's a 50% chance that it'll be as good as Halloween 2018.
Dude, I'm like, I get nervous, man. Like someone said, like, you know, at something years age, Robert Englund's still doing good, but I thought it meant like he died because his birthday was last week. So when I read that, I was like, like, oh my god, dude. Like, I don't like. I'm swear to God, it's gonna ruin my fucking month when he dies. Like, please, someone please put good vibes out there for Robert Englund. He's not sick or anything, but just do it anyways. Like, please. I fucking love that man. But anyways, aside from that, we'll talk more about that shit tomorrow. As you can see, my man crush is coming out in pores. But, twitch.tv/Berman Alley is where you can find Alan doing his thing. He's going to be streaming and whatnot, too.
Yes, I'm actually back this time. Basically just a new tech and basically just new shit, trying to fucking revamp it, so I'm not just doing the old shit I was doing like a couple months ago. Basically streaming Ocarina of Time until I finish it and going through all the fucking Zelda games because they're fucking dope.
And Ganja, where they can find you, bro?
You can always check me out on my Twitter at RedGanjaGuru, and of course, anywhere else you'd like to catch me on stream. I was recently on the afternoon too, so check that out on YouTube as well.
Oh, yes, people. That being said, also check them out over there on Twitch, too. Twitch.tv/AfternoonTune, or The Afternoon Tune, not just Afternoon Tune. God damn, that is loud as fuck. Anyways, guys.
I was about to say, is that my playthrough playing in your background?
Yeah. Geez, I mean, that's a little much.
I can hear a fucking ocarina going off. I think there's a fucking lullaby going.
Don't you dare insult us. Yeah, don't you dare insult this song saying it's ocarina. That's lame. That's some nerd shit. Anyways, guys, peace out. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. Legend of Zelda's great. Maybe, kind of, possibly.
You get no ass just like Zelda.
Oh, shit. No ass game.
Zelda's a child in that game, so I hope not.
Goodbye, people.